Welcome to this week's episode of the Voynich Manuscript podcast. My name is Finn Hammersley, and today I'm joined by
Glenn.
And Sky.
And today we'll be talking about the Denver Spider-Man. All right. You know the drill. Have either of you heard of the Denver Spider-Man?
Heard of Spider-Man.
The Denver Spider-Man specifically.
He sounds like the when you go to like the dollar store.
Mm.
He sounds like the cheap knockoff brands of Spider-Man that you would find at the dollar store. You know how you go to like the dollar store and instead of a Batman figure, it's like the Nightbird,
Yeah.
something like that.
Or
And
the
it's just
Owl.
Owlman.
It's
just a cheaper version of like.
You mean the better version?
This is not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is a Denver Spider-Man.
It's not Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man.
What happens?
Or Spider-Man. Even better.
No. As they say, the knockoff is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens in Denver that's so exciting to have the Denver Spider-Man? It's just like the reject shop version of it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway.
And your problem with the reject shop is, Brendan?
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying.
Well, it sounds like you do.
I'd say the reject shop's great.
Yeah, you're sounding very classist, Brendan.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's like the dollar store version of like big company things, you know.
Yeah, I'd say for all of our international listeners, that's like the equivalent of Dollar Tree or Poundland.
Exactly.
Is that what they called it in England?
I love shopping.
Poundland.
Dollar Tree is America and Poundland is UK.
I love that name. That's great.
Let's go to Poundland.
To the Poundland.
Oh yeah, Poundland. Where you can get a fucking Toblerone for £2.
But that's not a pound.
So, which vowel is part of this man? Like spider M, which vowel? N?
It's first of all, N isn't a vowel.
No, not N. Like it's spider M vowel N. Which vowel is in between that?
A.
Okay, it is. Oh, I thought it was Mon.
No.
Okay.
It's Spider Spaceman, not Spider-Man as well.
Spider Spaceman?
Spider Spaceman! No. Spider.
I'm a spaceman. Gotta
Sorry.
Okay, no, I'm gonna get this copyrighted.
No.
Check out Electric Callboy.
Spider, then the grammatical term space man.
All right.
Gotcha.
Spider Spaceman. All right. Okay.
So we know nothing about this.
Okay, good. Okay, then I'm going to weave you a bit of a story.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes. So take yourself to September 1941 in Denver, Take yourself back to before you were born in September 1941 in Denver, Colorado, America.
Okay.
You go down the street of, I believe it's called Moncrief. It's
Moncrief Road.
Shut up.
That's going in the quotes.
Moncrief Place.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
And you enter what is a house that seemingly been abandoned for about a day at this point. Nothing suspicious than that, if not for the fact that the man who occupies this house Philip Peters, wasn't supposed to come round to their neighbours for dinner that night. This man is a very homely man. He's a retiree at 73 years old. And
Lazy. Sorry.
um, you enter into the house. No sign of forced entry. The windows, the doors, all locked. And you see Philip Peters bludgeoned to death in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think happened? His wife is in hospital, by the way, at the time because she was having, I believe, hip surgery.
Right. Wife's in hospital. Man's face has been to a pulp on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I
Cool.
believe it was a banshee.
A
Haunting
banshee.
his house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A creature of Irish myth of a ghost that haunts the mires, whose hellish scream can rip the flesh off men.
Yep.
I got
Seems
the evidence on
believable.
dots, and I heard their scream through the parabolic mic. Okay.
All right. That I don't know what that means. I work with audio for a living. I don't know what that means.
Phasmophobia.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do know what you mean. I've played that game like 4 times now. Most of it with you two. No, all of it with you two. Or one or the other of you.
I don't know. Maybe his wife killed him before she went in for surgery.
No, but the wife has an airtight alibi, being he was seen post her going into hospital, and the wife returned home from surgery after his murder.
What
So
if
the
How
wife has an
convenient.
airtight. Pin it all on the wife.
My wife.
My wife.
okay,
Let's see how quickly we can just devolve this into Borat quotes.
the nurse? Look, if we're going off of logic here, this
Mhm.
has something to do with the Denver Spider-Man. Okay,
What?
if you're
It
basing the
has
story,
the murder I'm describing has something to do with the topic of the episode. Gadzooks.
what if
Thank God. What are you? What are you? A TV show character from the 70s to 90s? Yeah, that's the.
You jumped
Like,
through a
what is
lot of
that?
hoops to get there,
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
you?
I could. No. That was the goal, to make it as unfunny as possible. It's like, what are you? A character from the 70s to the 90s TV show character from a hit family sitcom, horsing around. There you go. That's a callback
you're about to
to
say BoJack
a TV
Horseman,
show
weren't
that
you?
is now not.
Yeah, you're about to say BoJack Horseman, weren't you?
I was going to, yes, but then I realized
Okay.
that's the name of the show.
Yeah,
Horsing Around is the name of the show in the show.
the
Oh
show in
man,
the show in the show.
Yes.
Showception.
Gadzooks.
Oh God,
Okay,
I hate it.
so by judging off of what we're going through,
Mhm.
theory, logical wise, is
Mm.
someone has snuck into the house
Mhm.
and has cooked some pancakes in his kitchen.
Right.
And then dude comes
Beat him with
around,
the pan.
sees someone cooking pancakes, asks,
Right.
"Oi, I know you're not meant to be in here because you're trespassing technically, but can you cook me some?"
Right.
This dude is like, "Yeah, no, I'm only cooking for myself." Dude gets mad, goes to like get him out of the house. Other dude whacks him with another frying pan out of nowhere, not the hot one because it would leave burn marks. With
Mhm.
another frying pan, gets rid of the frying pan, and then doesn't want to run away, so hides in the kitchen pantry.
Finn, question: Can you
Yes.
see burn marks on the skin of a victim that had their face beaten to a pulp?
Not that I
Yes.
know of, but with what the murder weapon is, it would actually be quite likely for there to be burn marks.
Okay,
Oh.
so then he hit with the hot frying pan while he was cooking pancakes.
All right.
That is my
So
theory so far.
it's a
Because
good
we all know
theory,
Denver
but
people like
Yeah,
pancakes.
yeah,
it's something that we're
common
going to
knowledge.
come back to.
Well, just to poke one hole in your theory,
Yeah.
there were no signs of break-in. So how did this fella get in?
They left the window open up top and he climbed in like
Through
Spider-Man.
Like through the attic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
don't some American houses have like the attic windows sometimes?
Yeah,
basement, maybe.
it's called a skylight.
Yeah. See, I know
Um,
American houses.
Also, a weird flex, but okay. Anyway, but what I was gonna say is, we just did another case of Danganronpa, so I think what happened was a trained.
Spoilers for Danganronpa
All right,
2,
Finn,
by the
bleep this
way.
out.
Okay,
Someone,
if you
Bleep the whole thing.
um yeah, if you don't want spoilers for Danganronpa 2, stop listening now, I guess.
skip forward about 20 seconds.
Yeah,
So what
maybe a
happens?
bit more.
Yeah.
maybe like 40 seconds
I can
from
maybe go
now.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
So what happens is, I think someone climbed in, a trained assassin climbed in through a window with their katana, beat him with the
I
handle
believe
of the
I believe it
katana,
was a kendo sword, but carry on.
whatever, same shit. It's
Not,
not, but
but
I know.
okay.
Used the handle of the stick, pop, 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 pop on the face, and then climbed out with
Using the sword.
the
Or
murder weapon because they had the bag on them, and they used the strap as the handle to pull
right
them.
after they cleaned themselves off with bottled water and
Yep.
and climbed out the window in a bikini. It's all so simple.
Yep, exactly. I don't see why that's improbable.
How did they not see this beforehand?
Yeah,
It was
this is
so
They should have.
obvious.
truly the most obvious
It's a,
obvious thing.
this is the true pandemic. Assassins climbing in, washing themselves off, and then leaving
Look,
in
Yeah.
bikinis.
I feel like my theory of the guy just wanted to have some goddamn pancakes,
All right.
and he couldn't do that.
All right,
So,
Finn. So entertain us. So what happens?
shockingly, the closest is Brendan's.
Hell yeah!
You are bullshitting. Okay, no. All right, that actually makes sense.
It's the pancake theory, man.
It's not the pancake theory, but
Around that theory.
yeah, it kind the theory fits around the pancakes.
It
So,
doesn't involve pancakes.
let me
Wait,
just give you
wait.
just yep.
Can I change up my theory a little bit?
Go for it.
Okay,
I need to pad out this episode anyway.
Okay. I said that he hid in the pantry, but he
Mhm.
would have been found if he hid in the pantry, and it
Ooh,
would have shown him trying to escape.
yeah.
So, what if he goes back into the attic and stays, then tries to like stay it out until he knows that no one else will come around, so then he can escape.
Brendan, it is annoying how close you are.
God damn it, Finn! I'm not
I've
liking this
seen
episode
too-
anymore.
I've seen too many serial killer things.
But-
I need
Yeah.
to
Wait,
find this
why
shit.
wouldn't they check the whole house though?
Who would think in the attic?
All right.
Anyone who's a good detective,
And he's the Denver Spider-Man, of course. He can just climb out on the walls. with
they
his
can just
sticky
hang
hands.
out on the roof when no one's gonna look up because they're
Exactly.
Okay. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the whole thing. Because I've kind of just been picking and choosing things to make it sound more mysterious and dancing around the actual mystery.
Look, I was
Um,
using logic, and I'm glad I was really close because now it's annoyed Finn.
Yeah, well, no, it hasn't annoyed me. I'm proud of you, Brendan.
Hell
I
yeah!
think
he hasn't heard those words too many times.
I've never really heard that from Finn.
or from
anyone.
anyone, really.
Look, you don't have to rub it in that much, okay, guys.
Just rub some salt into that wound.
I'll just
Yeah.
go cry myself to sleep later.
All right. So, In September 1941, 59-year-old Theodore Coneys intended to ask former acquaintance Philip Peters for a handout at his home at 3335 West Moncrief Place in Denver, Colorado. Coneys broke into the house in Peters' absence to steal food and money. In the ceiling of the closet, Coneys found a small trapdoor that led to a narrow attic cubbyhole and decided to occupy the small space without Peter's knowledge. Coneys lived in the house undiscovered for about 5 weeks. On October 17th, 1941, Peters discovered Coneys at the refrigerator. Peters struck at Coneys with a cane he carried, but Coneys clubbed him with an old pistol he had found in the house. After the gun broke apart, Coneys continued the battery with a heavy iron stove shaker and bludgeoned the 73-year-old Peters to death. Coneys then returned to the attic cubbyhole. Peters' body was discovered later the same day after a neighbor concerned Peters had not come by for dinner called the police. The police found all of the home's doors and windows locked, and there was no sign of forced entry. They noted the trapdoor but believed a normal-sized person could not fit through it. Peter's wife, who had been in hospital recuperating from a broken hip during and prior to Coneys' occupation of the attic, returned to live in the house with a housekeeper. Both women could hear strange sounds from the house. The housekeeper resigned after becoming convinced the house was haunted, and Miss Peters moved to western Colorado to live with her son. Mabel Burke and her 5 children lived next door to the house and would constantly see lights going on and off, once even arming herself with a baseball bat and knocking on the door. Coneys remained in the vacant house with the occasional signs of his occupation written off as an apparition or local pranksters. Police continued to make routine checks when on July 30th, 1942, so that is, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost a year, 10 months after, well, actually, no, even 11 months, if it's right at the end of July, he had been occupying this house. Police were making routine checks on July 30th, 1942. One of them heard a lock click on the second floor. Running upstairs, the police caught sight of Coneys' legs as he was going through the trapdoor and pulled him down. He was then taken into police custody and confessed to the crime. Local newspapers dubbed him Denver Spider-Man of Moncrief Place, after police detective Fred Zarno remarked, "A man would have to be a spider to stand it long up there." Coneys was tried and convicted and sent to life imprisonment at the Colorado State Penitentiary in Cannon City, Colorado. So yeah, I'm annoyed how close Brendan got it.
I'm a bit annoyed at how close he was as well. Like, god damn it. Okay, wow, okay.
Look, I was just using logic. I didn't actually know that he got caught. I just thought he waited it out until police gave up and then he left.
How obvious was the little cubby hole?
I actually have a picture of it, which I am
Right.
going to send you.
Guys, I sent you a link. This house is on Zillow. It's off the market. The estimate for it is 1,114,600
Why the fuck are you looking
USD.
at that?
I was
Why?
curious.
Oh,
if
that's
it's still on the
335 Moncrief. Oh, okay, cool.
market. Yeah. It actually doesn't look like a bad house.
No, here is the crawl space, the attic crawl space with a person for reference. And here is Coneys.
Oh god.
That file is too big. I didn't think to pick a smaller thing.
That is a very small space.
That is a very small space.
Here is Theodore Coneys. There is a better picture. Just look up Denver Spider-Man, and there's a great picture of him. He's not a short man either.
No.
He's like an artist. Here's a really fun art. Well, not fun. Fun's not the right word. A really interesting artist rendition of the Denver Spider-Man, like in the attic as well. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Like I said, annoyed of how close Brendan got it.
He was. I mean, he
Look,
would have only been using that to like really sleep, and it's like he's done for the day. He's gonna squeeze himself into this. And how old was he? He was like 50.
He was in his 50s.
Yeah. Damn.
He was 59, and by the end of it, he would have been he would have been 60.
Hot damn.
okay.
Uh,
But just saying, I'm actually very surprised at how close I was with that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
fucking great. It's genuinely impressive, Brendan.
Look, I just thought the man wanted some fucking pancakes. Okay. And
Look.
I was thinking, you said there was Spider-Man in there. He's climbed up the walls like Spider-Man, like sticky hands.
All right.
Look,
The
his
last
hands
thing.
are sticky from the maple syrup.
Exactly. After eating the pancakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. The last thing I've got for this, because I knew this was going to be a shorter episode because it's not exactly it's not a mystery. There's not much to discuss, other than holy fuck, what the fuck. So I basically just looked around and found a bunch of other cases of this same
Oh,
sort of thing
God.
happening, and some of them are real creepy.
Yeah, I know about some of them. And some like the footage of it is very creepy.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I purposely didn't look at footage because I know I would be like, I have an attic. I don't want to even think about that.
Oh, Finn, it's such a fun time seeing people climb down from their little hidey holes.
Anyway,
So,
so
so this Denver Spider-Man, right? He probably
yeah,
like goes around Denver like shooting his webs of maple syrup around as he goes into people's houses just to cook pancakes when people aren't there. And
yeah,
this is the one time he got caught, so he had to hide in the attic for a bit.
He's
yeah.
a
This
real anti-hero,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
exactly.
also he
All
doesn't
he
really
wants,
do anything. He
all he wants
just
is
eats
pancakes.
pancakes.
But he doesn't buy the pancake mix. He
Yeah,
has to spend so much money on the maple syrup that he uses to swing around Denver.
it is like the highest quality maple syrup. It gets the best
Yeah,
stick.
exactly. So he just has to hope that the house he goes to has a pancake mixer.
Yeah,
So if you ever find that your pancake mix is gone, you know it was
you
the
know who
Denver
it was.
Spider-Man.
and you happen to be living in the capital of Colorado, Denver. So
Yeah, you know who it was.
yeah.
Finn.
All right. What? Anyway, here's the first of our mini stories. A South Carolina woman known only as Tracy discovered her ex only a few weeks out of jail, living in her attic in 2012. Tracy
Oh,
broke up with the guy 12 years before he showed up in her house just before he went to prison. While
oh,
in prison, he wrote to her constantly.
that's so not cool.
After hearing strange sounds, Tracy saw insulation and even nails fall from the ceiling, prompting her nephew, not her by the way, to investigate. Um, she discovered a man sleeping inside her heating unit in Tracy's attic. The secret house guest had filled fast food cups with his waste, and even more disturbingly, positioned himself near a vent in the ceiling of the master bedroom so he could watch her sleep.
Oh, that's so not cool. That's so creepy.
He immediately fled, and based on his release from prison, police estimate he was living upstairs for under a fortnight.
God, well, at least it wasn't too long, but God, that
Yeah,
is not good.
Talk about a secret admirer. Jeez.
yeah. Oh god, that sounds like the cheesiest fucking like newspaper headline. Talk about a secret admirer
God.
on fucking TMZ.
And some people nowadays is like, I want guys who love me like that, and then guys love him like that, and then they call that creeps.
Yeah.
God damn girls, make up your mind.
You live in the attic for 2 weeks, and then it's, oh my god, you're a stalker. What are you doing here?
Oh, look, so when the Spider-Man does it, he becomes famous, but when I do it, I get in trouble.
When I do it, I become a creep.
When I become a registered sex offender.
Jeez, double standards, am I right, guys?
Am I right, ladies?
Ah,
All right.
those Coloradians.
That was South
God.
Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, now the first man, he became
Yeah.
famous. Now this
Yeah.
guy, what? Because he was
All
the ex.
copycats.
No, it's because he's not from Denver.
Yeah. All right.
Way back.
So the next one is an unnamed resident in an unnamed city in Japan began, I guess, privacy. Began to suspect he was being repeatedly robbed in May 2008 when his food began disappearing from his home. He set up security cameras and was shocked to discover a strange woman living in his cupboard and stealing his food. It was later revealed that the woman had been living undetected in the man's apartment for over a year after the man had accidentally left his house unlocked one time.
I remember this one. Yeah.
So moral of the story is
It's
leave your
such a
house
creepy
unlocked,
one.
and then you get a housemate.
Yeah. To pay that
Hey,
fucking
if
rent.
they can live there, just they gotta pay some of the rent.
Yeah.
Roomies, let's go.
And I also gotta know they exist.
Yeah.
No,
But no, I remember that one. That was creepy. And I
Look,
think that one has footage of it.
Yeah, that one does have footage, and that one's one I've watched in the past, and I'm like, I remember that. No.
put their name on the lease. It's gonna make it more expensive in the long run. So if you just say that you didn't know that they were there and they're hiding in the cupboard,
So he really threw her under the bus.
Yeah.
He knew she was there.
he is like she is actually like his roommate and all that. Just didn't want to put her name on the lease, so they just said that she was hiding in the cupboard
Yeah.
to get away
She
with it.
really came out the closet, man. High five me. You probably didn't hear, I gave myself a high five.
It's fine. Hands like, yeah, I'll clap right now. You can add it in later.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't hear it.
The microphone did pick it up. Did you hear that?
No.
No? I guess our microphones don't pick up. Brendan, you try clapping.
No.
No. Okay.
It's weird. Mine's automatically on. Like, mine's on push to talk. It should pick something up, but oh well.
Anyway. All right. Our last mini story takes us to Ohio State University, where a group of engineering students made a startling discovery in September 2013 when they found a locker in the basement of their house that led to a secret cozy pad, complete with textbooks, a stereo, and photographs on the wall.
The room wasn't a weed den.
The room was inhabited by a man who simply went by Jeremy, a complete stranger to the other residents of the house. Turned out, Jeremy's cousin lived in the house a semester before, and the realty company did not change the locks after the previous tenants moved out. As Jeremy still had the key to the building, he came and went as he pleased. He was even caught by one of the current residents, but merely pretended to be one of the other tenants in the building, which was a three-story house separated with separate entrances for each floor. The matter, however, was resolved peacefully. Jeremy simply vacated his sweet secret room until still the tenants have no idea how many keys to their home might be floating around their hometown.
Ah, fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the least creepy one because I mean they had a good resolution.
Yeah, that is the least creepy one.
Yeah.
God, Jeremy.
All right.
I've heard stuff about that where like people still have like they have like hidden little rooms to like homes they used to own, and they're like, hey, this could get me into a lot of trouble, but I have a key to this little bunker that's in my old property, and sometimes I just go down there to hang out and vibe. It's like, God, that's creepy.
Yeah.
It's the weed den, guys. Come on.
Where
they have that sweet Butch Bush Kush.
Is that what Butch Bush Kush is?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Cool.
Exactly.
All right.
Callback.
Yeah. So, unless anyone else has anything to say about the Denver Spider-Man and the other creepy stories of people in houses, I think that's where we'll call this episode.
I mean, props to Brendan for like getting quite a few things on the right on the nose on this.
It's so annoying how close you were.
Yeah.
I just used logic, okay, and the dude wanted his.
I use facts and logic.
The dude wanted his fucking pancakes, and that's what I'm set for.
And the awful thing is, I know it will never happen again. Because
This is
all
my
of my
one
friends
time.
are dumb fucks.
This is my one time, Finn. Don't bring me down now.
I mean, you got the dumbest ones. I'm joking. I'm sorry, Brendan.
No, it's true. It's true.
Oh no, I'm I'm the
It's definitely
dumbest.
true. It's definitely true.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone said about me, and it wasn't even mentioning me.
God, you guys are all idiots. So
But lovable
love you too,
idiots
Finn.
lovable is a word.
that
Not
I
the
would
word.
use.
Uh, anyway, normal things. Email us in if you have any suggestions. Support the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, TikTok, which I never post on. I should really get on that.
Yeah.
Jacob's offered to help. I just haven't been asked.
So, do I exit stage left or right?
Exit stage center. Ooh.
Walk into the crowd?
Also, this is an audio medium, you dumb fuck.
Go like crowd surfing.
And we're not in the same room.
Yeah, we're not in the same room. Exit stage, stay on the call, you idiot.
Oh, okay. I can do that, I think.
All right.
How to.
Anyway, join us next week. Bye.
Adios.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been
I've been
saying-
Finn and whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm Sky.
And I've been Glenn.
Yeah.
Yep.
See yous.
Bye.
See ya.